the toss in the backcourt. Couple of freshmen starting for Troy. Thomas Dowd, Miles Rigsby. Handling the basketball is a senior, Amir Mohammed, with Eugene and Fields. Dowd, the freshman, against Elijah Ormiston for South Alabama. Samuel Tabe against Christian Eugene. Couple of big, strong, physical guards. 8 seconds to shoot. Turbo Jones guards Mohammed. Here's a triple. It's off the back iron. No. Howell had a hand on the rebound. Steers it towards Samuel Tabe. Ormiston as well. Thomas Howell. Gator handles the ball, and Turbo Jones is the point guard. Gator gives it away in the jump circle to Jones against Mohammed. Jones works into the right side. Double team comes back out to Gator against Miles Rigsby. 9 to shoot. Gator left-hand dribble. Ormiston against Dowd to the top. Howell a triple. Yes. An early lead for South Alabama. Thomas Howell's a big, burly senior. That's only his 6th three-pointer this year. He's now 6 for 25. Early lead for the Jags. Mohammed tries to answer. Boy, that's beautifully done for the senior from Rio Rancho, New Mexico.
He's one of those guys, too, who's a real streaky kind of shooter. If he gets going, he can really light the candle for this offense.
Gator from Meriden, Connecticut, a 6'3 senior, transferred in out of Assumption College. Tabe, a guard, transferred out of Seton Hill College, has it taken away by Eugene. Behind the back dribble, and he'll go to the free throw line. Foul against Tabe, his first. Eugene will shoot 2 and misses the first. Doesn't do that often. Eugene percentage tied for 5th in assists, and he's 3rd in three-point percentage as well. 1 of 2 for Eugene, and that evens it up here early. A minute and a half in. Troy presses in the backcourt. Tabe against the freshman Miles Rigsby. Now Gator at the top. Big, strong guard. Gets past Eugene. Left side, Ormiston, a baseline triple. He hits and will go to the line. Concordia University, originally from Minneapolis, Minnesota. And he hits the 4-point play. Jags lead. 2 minutes have gone by. Jones, the Auburn transfer, defends against Mohammed. Mohammed sheds the defense and gets the layup. Boy, early on, you mentioned Mohammed's streakiness. Boy, if he gets hot, he can carry a team, no question.
Likes it off the dribble there, just very patient, got a little bit of a lane, and he's scored 4 points at the rim already.
Rigsby mindful of that screen behind him against Gator. Jones gives it to Howell, 17-footer on the way. Howell hits.
Well, the bigs for South Alabama off to a hot start.
Howell averages 7 points a game. He got in foul trouble in their loss at ULM. They lost by 14 on Thursday and had one less day of rest than Troy, who wins on Wednesday here against Texas State. Dowd will take a three-pointer. This could be significant.
The bigger factor there is the 2 fouls.
Judah Brown about to come in for Tabe. Free throw good for Dowd, a 6'8 freshman from Wednesday. 5 points in 24 minutes here in the win against Texas State. Second one is way short. A 6'6 senior. Dowd good on 2 of 3. 2-point lead on the road for South Alabama here early. Mohammed taps it away from Gator. 20 to shoot. 3 minutes in. Howell on the outside. Fields was going for the steal. 3-pointer for Gator is on the way, and an air ball. Fields saves it in on the baseline against Ormiston, and here comes Troy with a chance to tie or take the lead behind Miles Rigsby. Rigsby guarded by Judah Brown inside. He'll turn around. High arcing shot. It's a beautiful feather soft jumper for Miles Rigsby, who is really coming into his own, Jerry.
Yeah, it took him a few games to get over a thumb injury that he had, but he looks like he is back and feeling it right now. Had a tremendous game on Wednesday night, and off to a good start here.
Nice catch inside. That Howell has 7 of South Alabama's 11. South Alabama has had several games where they've only played 7 players. They are not a deep team. Several injuries have impacted their roster. 15 to shoot for Fields against Howell. Now Rigsby sweeps it against Gator, blows by him, double team comes to the top. Fields will step into a three-pointer, in and out. Taken off the miss by Tyrell Turbo Jones. They call him Turbo because he can run. Ormiston inside, releases on the outside, back to Ormiston, baseline three, got it. Ormiston has 7. Their bigs are sniping early. He's averaging 6 points a game as Ormiston. He's eclipsed that in the first 4.5 minutes. And there's a steal. Rolling ahead, Judah Brown lost it to Eugene in the open floor. Rigsby in broken court. Takes a three. It fades wide right. It comes to the Trojans on the baseline. New 20. Judah Brown guards Eugene. Eugene into the lane against a double team. Again to the free throw line.
Just so quick. So
beside him, I can't really see it. 2 shots for Eugene. Point range. Howell is 3 of 3 from the floor, including a triple. Eugene hits them both. South Alabama leads by 3. Trojans will press in the backcourt. Conaway, very quick hands. One of the leaders in steals defensively in the Sun Belt. Gator has it on the wing. Turbo Jones playing catch with Gator. Gator probes inside. Jones, a three-pointer on the way. That rolls out. Dowd rebounds. A dicey outlet pass. Eugene's able to control. Now back to Eugene, safely across in quarter court. 20 to shoot, and that's what Spud will do, and that's what he does really, really well. Number 3 three-point shooter in the Sun Belt Conference.
Trojans tap the inbound pass, but it's off.
His junior Theo Sang at 6'9", a Californian. 14 all. Jones against Conaway across midcourt. Ormiston comes. Jones against Eugene, lost it on the way up, comes to Brown on the baseline, kicks it across off of Gator. Sang may have got a fingertip on it, deflects it off of the man they call Smurf. Marcus Millender, 5'11", true freshman from Houston, guarding against Conaway. Here's Sang, who's gotten hot from 3 in the last few games. Eugene weaves against Ormiston. Now Conaway to the bucket, hard layup, yes, over Howell.
What an authoritative move there for Conaway.
Trojans get the lead. Again, they get a hand on the inbounds pass. 7-0 run in just a little bit more than a minute for the Trojans. Ormiston against Miles Rigsby, who has re-entered. Now Gator didn't see the double team coming. Fortunate to get it back out of there. Millender fires left wing to Jones. Against Sang, that's a quickness mismatch out there. 13 on the shot clock. Jones inside, layup, and he got the roll. Tyrell Jones, a dynamic player. At 12.2 points per game, he had a team-high 18 points in the loss at ULM. Tied up at 16. Conaway spins against Millender. Sang will throw it to the wing, a no-look pass to the spot that Eugene had. Talking to Chris Chumley. Ormiston against Sang. Skips it. No, he doesn't. Stolen by Conaway. Tried to find Jones. Conaway in forecourt. For Tatum Conaway, by the way, that is his 36th steal. Inside, Rigsby. Behind the back. Oh, that's beautiful.
Just a very athletic play. Look at South Alabama in transition, but the big man Ormiston will turn it over.
Comes back to Eugene. Rigsby, a triple. Yes, just like that.
Turns and exhorts the crowd, who is very much impacting this ball game right now.
5-point lead for Troy. A 12-2 run. Millender has his pass to the sidelines. Batted into the Trojan bench. Alabama's got 17 seconds to shoot here, down by 5, and they've turned it over 4 times in the last 3 minutes and change. Gator to the free throw line. 16-footer for the lefty is off the back iron. No. Howell punches it out long. South Alabama keeps possession with Jones against Marcus Rigsby. Miles' older brother into the lane. Ball fake, and he'll go to the line.
That's a good fake by Turbo Howell.
Also the freshman Victor Valdez has checked in as well. Jones, good free throw shooter, too strong on the first. Sang and Conaway. Jones' second free throw is their first point in a good little bit. Jones has got 3. Troy's lead is 4. For South, it's Millender, along with Jones, Brown, Howell, and Gator. Conaway guarded off the switch by Brown. Oh, he had a man open off the double team. Handoff goes to Conaway, who backs it away against Howell. Thinks he can take the bigger player inside, maybe. He does. Layup. It's amazing. Amazing how he does that, Jerry, over and over again.
Don't know how he gets it off without it being blocked, but he gets it out of his hand early, gets that little loop on it up over the defender, and it always seems to be around the rim falling in.
Jones has his 3 rattle out. Nice rebound by Theo Sang of the Trojans. Trying to build on a 6-point margin. Conaway has a screen. They leave him alone from 3. Way off the mark there. He was too wide open. Jones takes it coast to coast off the rebound against Marcus Rigsby. Conaway got a hand on it, saves it inbounds. Spectacular play. Valdez takes the shot. He'll miss badly. Rebound Sang. No, but he'll go to the free throw line. Not that long ago, Sang was just 8 of 39 from 3-point range. But over the last 4.
Early in the year, but he has been confident of late.
Well,
did a good job on the offensive glass, and we'll get 2 points via the 2 made free throws.
You've worked a lot with a couple of great offensive minds, Don Maestri and David Felix. They always thought the best shooter is a confident shooter. Troy by 8. This is Gator firing to Ormiston, who's been hot. Millender bounces it to the wing. Gator, 12 to shoot for Millender, and he'll hit a 3.
Smurf Millender can shoot the 3. That's his 16th made 3 on the year.
Had 10 points off the bench on Wednesday against ULM. That's their first bucket in a bit. Troy's made 5 of their last 7. Randarius Jones, they call him RJ. Hands off to Marcus Rigsby Jr. Now the screen. Rigsby with 9, guarded by Millender. Fires it down low. Conaway leaves it inside to Jones. Inside. He's only missed 16 shots all year. 63% shooter from the floor. Now from the line, it's, by the way, Eugene is in. Also Miles Rigsby checks in as well for Troy. Jones 1 of 2. Gator gets the rebound with his club down 6 halfway through the first period. Millender probes inside the arc, backs out against Eugene. Here comes Ormiston. Millender drives inside, wild shot, no, but there's Gator to follow. Right place, right time for Gator, who averages 16 a game. Those are his first points. Remember, Gator scored 13 against Troy back in Mobile. All of them came in the second half. Tough pass inside. Sang is able to gather it in. Has it blocked away out to Millender. They've got numbers 3-on-1. Brown layup. No. A little bit too much momentum, and it kicks off the front iron. Troy by 4. Wide open. Rigsby takes the baseline. Bumped by Gator. Doesn't matter.
Oh, he's so quick. Had the 3, but the defense was coming to him. So he took advantage, went baseline, just exploded down the baseline and got the bucket.
Trojans by 6. Ormiston spins, gives it up to Millender. Inside of 9 minutes. First half in Troy. Millender, tough inside, off balance. Took an extra step as he lost his back. Trojans up 6. They've led by 8 in this game. Muhammad has a couple of early baskets. Eugene, long 3, rattles out. Dowd was over there, just couldn't run it down. Jones, guarded by the freshman. Ormiston against Fields. Back to Jones versus Dowd. They give him the blocks, kicks it across. Judah Brown, a stationary 3-point shooter, that's what he does. He's 6'6", but he loves to sit out and shoot triples. He had a couple of them in Monroe on Wednesday. It's a 3-point game. Christian Eugene Down low, nice catch by Dowd against Ormiston. Double team coming, Eugene probes inside, kicks it away. Good look for Rigsby. Count it. Already Miles Rigsby with a dozen, Jerry.
Another assist for Spud Eugene. Just did a good job of knowing where the players were at, brought the defense to him, and kicked it out to a wide open Miles Rigsby.
There's a three for Jones, and he answers. South Alabama looks like they're lined up in a zone. Muhammad with Eugene, Rigsby, Fields and Down. All five Troy starters out there with 20 on the shot clock for Eugene. Fires it across. Nice catch by Dowd to save possession. Baseball pass to Rigsby with 13. Eugene tries it again off the right wing. Lob is too high for Jackson Fields, and there's going to be a foul call. Trojans will line him up left of the lane on the inbounds from Muhammad. Popping out is Dowd. And they hang him out over there. Finds Muhammad, short corner left. He'll back it away. Inside of 7 minutes. Eugene against Brown. Feeds to Rigsby, and he'll have his dunk shot partially blocked. It comes to Fields, and he'll be fouled.
And Troy crashing the...
Now, laughing at each other, smiling. Free throw no good for Jackson Fields. Fantastic defensively. Solid rebounder. And he hits one of two. He's on the board. Troy by 4. Millender in the game, running the point, a true freshman. Ormiston works against Fields. Back to Millender. Ormiston takes a quick three. No. Down boards for Troy. Muhammad very patient. Could have taken the shot. Looking for something better. Dowd against Gator. His pass batted out by Millender. Stays with Troy, 14 to shoot.
Millender anticipated that pass, just didn't have enough room to close the deal.
Eugene inside to Rigsby. Muhammad a triple on the way. Too strong. Dowd gets the rebound, brings it back out. The offensive glass has been good to the Trojans in the last little bit.
Yeah, they've gotten a lot of extra looks, no question about it.
Again, they're harrying the passing lanes for Dowd. Finds Eugene with a backdoor cut. That's beautifully done. Dowd never lost his wits. Kept him about him.
Yeah, kept looking for the cutter. Eugene gave it to him. Guarding here on the inbounds, it'll be Miles Rigsby with a foul.
His first.
But just a great cut by Eugene and a nice mid-air adjustment to get away from the defender and kiss it off the glass.
6-point lead. Troy has led by as many as 8, and they'll press in the backcourt. South Alabama has Howell on the bench. And so is Tabe. It's Gator and Ormiston, Millender, Jones, and Judah Brown. Not an especially big lineup.
Coach Riley doesn't go with a very deep lineup, usually 7, maybe 8, as many as he'll play in a game.
Gator takes a left-handed J, no good. Punched out long by Judah Brown, comes to Jones. Millender open for a jumper ahead of the key, rolls out, no. Brown can't follow. Rigsby will take it off the rim for the Trojans. Across to Eugene, long triple. Oh yeah. Oh! Valdez in the game for Troy along with Connerway. Sitting on Muhammad and Miles Rigsby. Millender against Valdez, 5'11" against 6'7". Judah Brown against Dowd. Inside of 5 minutes and a half. Millender against Jackson Fields will get fouled.
Millender's really good off the dribble. Get to the free throw line.
Free throw from Millender gives him 4. He leads the club with almost 3 assists per game coming off the bench. Both free throws count for Millender. Now a 7-point lead for the Trojans with Connerway running the point. Down bounces to Eugene, triple, way off the mark, rebounded offensively by, and Craftily was able to sneak around, get a couple of hands on it, tie him up. 4.5 to go. Millender against Valdez, uses his quickness, feeds the baseline. Brown turns down a three against Conaway. Here's Gator versus Valdez into the lane. Conaway got a hand on it. A reach foul is going to call it against almost a 5-second call. Ormiston has it against Randarius Jones into the game. Millender against Conaway. Two quick players. Millender goes to the baseline. Jones at 9. Circles the wagons to the top against Eugene with 5. One-on-one. Jones jump steps through. Misses the shot. Well defended. Loose on the floor to Valdez. Quick hands. Valdez goes to the wing. Took down for a three. No. Brown's there for the Jags. Still a 7-point game. Ormiston has it hit out of his hands. Conaway can't believe it.
Biggs really carried him early with the outside shooting, but lately the defense has rotated over and taken some of that away from South.
And it's a 6-point game. Ormiston has 8. Conaway talked it out with the referees. He didn't like that call that sent Ormiston to the line before the timeout. Conaway running the offense with Marcus Rigsby, Valdez, Dowd, and Eugene. Two true freshmen out there, Dowd and Valdez. 10 to shoot for Dowd. Eugene, pass to the baseline. It's kicked by Gator. No, it's not a kick. It's just second shot clock. That's the up shot there. Marcus Rigsby to Conaway. Watch him create. No, it's Valdez inside. Feeds to the left baseline. Triple for Rigsby. Out of the bucket. Eugene keeps it alive for Conaway. Back to Eugene, and he throws it away. Nice pass ahead from Jones to Millender, and Eugene got a hand on it, knocked it out of bounds, and
Lane, and Eugene from behind knocks it away. It will be South Alabama's basketball.
Eugene might have sort of good chance of hurting himself. Nice move inside, but Ormiston can't finish. Troy clears, leading by 6. Three-pointer, Muhammad, yes.
He's been in a little bit of a three-point drought of late. That one could light the candle for him. He squared it up and shot it from the top of the key.
Had a couple of three-pointers against South in Mobile. Gator misses inside. Boy, they missed a couple in tight, Jerry, in the last 2 trips.
Yeah, they're getting some penetration, not able to finish at the rim.
Valdez leaves Eugene wide open. Too long on that shot. Weak side board comes to Jones. Millender gets the outlet. Ormiston feeds down low. Gator misses in close.
Wanted to foul, doesn't get it. And Troy moves in transition.
9-point lead matches the Trojans' largest. Rigsby misses. Rebound batted long to Valdez. Put it on the deck, lost it, and a foul will be called. Valdez has picked up his first. A minute 59 to go, 9-point lead as Miles Rigsby re-enters for the Trojans. He's got 12. The foul against Troy is the 7th. Free throws coming up there for Ormiston. By the way, into the game is Julian Margrave, a 6'10 sophomore for the Jaguars. Didn't play against Troy back in Mobile. Been dealing with a little bit of ill health. Free throw for Ormiston, front end, yes. Ormiston averages 6 points. He's got 9 in the half. As a matter of fact, Margrave is the only Jag on the rebound line as Ormiston hoists up the second. Too strong, rebound Troy. 8-point game. Inside of 2 minutes to go in the half, Jerry.
Yeah, neither team shooting it especially well right now. Troy has not been able to pull away when South Alabama has struggled to score. They'll turn it over here on the deflected ball from South Alabama. Muhammad got it stripped away trying to drive.
Jones got a hand on it. Now Millender. Ormiston. Nice help side defense by Muhammad. 15 to shoot. Ormiston back to Millender. Back to Ormiston. That's nicely done. They miss again inside.
And this not able to finish at the rim has really hurt South Alabama. They've gotten some great looks, but just can't close it.
Valdez can't knock it in from three. Margrave rebounds for South. Troy's missed 6 of their last 7. South Alabama has missed 9 in a row from the floor. A minute left here in the half. Jones inside against Valdez, and he'll get fouled by Marcus Rigsby. Jacks 26-5, and then later on 22-7. Free throw good for Jones. Second one, that's good. Troy's lead is a half dozen. Muhammad and Dowd, Miles Rigsby, Marcus Rigsby, and Valdez playing offense here for the Troy University Trojans. Muhammad, very judicious, wants a good shot. Valdez, inside pass, that's beauty to Rigsby. They double team, collapse on him, misses the shot, cut that long, no whistle. Jones will have 26 seconds to shoot, 28 seconds left in the first half. Muhammad will guard. In the jump circle at midcourt. Turbo Jones, a senior from Chicago, transferred from Auburn a couple of years back. Takes a three-pointer, a step-back triple. No, rebound long to Valdez. Troy's got time. Muhammad with 6, steps into a contested three-way strong. Rebound goes out of bounds.
On the year, they want him as a rim protector here.
2 seconds. Dowd, pass to Eugene. Hit the sidelines. Mr. Millender and then Miles Rigsby. Dowd, Eugene, along with Muhammad and Jackson Fields to start possession. Trojans will have it. We're in the Cardinal uniforms. It's a United and Cardinal day here at Trojan Arena in terms of what the fans are urged to wear. A lot of kids here. Muhammad shuttles into the baseline. Dowd had a notion from 3, takes it back out, buries it into the entry blocks with Rigsby. 7 to shoot for Muhammad to the baseline. Has his pass deflected out of bounds with 2 by Tabe. Trojans are going to have to hustle it.
Get a matchup with Miles Rigsby down on the block, but it didn't shape up like they needed. They get it here, though, with just 2 seconds on the clock.
Misses the shot. Howell.
Not going to get it. That's just good interior defense there from the Jags.
Gator against Muhammad. Ormiston backdoor cut. Nicely done to Turbo Jones.
Remember down in Mobile, they hurt Troy a little bit with that backdoor cutting, and they get an early bucket here to cut it to 4.
4-point game, a minute in.
South Alabama going to zone here.
Looks like a 1-3-1. Merging into a 2-3. Eugene will attack it and miss. Ormiston gets the rebound. Early momentum for South Alabama, possibly. Jones, baseline against Dowd. Reverses, back, Tabe, Gator. Now Howell, a triple on the way. Off the mark, high rebound, Miles Rigsby. Trojans push the tempo. Muhammad. Now down through a double team, back to Muhammad. Now off of Eugene, who can't handle it. Another.
Then fired a bullet over, or Muhammad, I should say, then fired a bullet over to Eugene. He just couldn't handle it.
Howell. Tabe, not an outside shooter. He loves to get physical and bang it inside just like now. Skips it to the left side, Gator. Miles will deny the baseline. Gator keeps his dribble, tries it again. Misses the shot. I think Rigsby got a hand on it. Trojans have numbers, 3-on-2. Muhammad the whole way, leaves it with the trailer. Dowd with the left hand.
Good job by Muhammad. He was looking for the trailers all the way down the court that time.
Back to a 6-point lead. Jones a jump stop. 17-footer Howell, yes. Howell, we remember him well. He was a good player for years at ULM, spent 3 years, and now is spending his final year at South Alabama, where he has been good. There's the soft spot of the zone. Inside, Rigsby takes advantage. A 2-3 zone tonight. Got it. Still trying to figure the game out. Inside, Tabe had it blocked. Fields got a hand on it, I think. Gator turns down a three. Baseline right. Boy, nice catch by Howell to keep it alive for Gator in the lane. Teardrop is off the mark. Rebound comes loose. Eugene.
FaceTime on the ESPN.
Marcus Millender in the game, fires it long to Samuel Tabe at midcourt. Millender is in for Turbo Jones right now, which is interesting. Howell looks for a backdoor cut, nothing there. Now for Smurf Millender, back to Howell, who cannot handle it.
That was a quick hands by Eugene, tapped that one off.
I thought so.
Of the South.
Nobody exactly setting the nets on fire here early in the second half. Eugene playing catch with Muhammad. Baseline down, tries. In out, no good. A hand on it from Fields. And
loses it out of bounds.
Long pass to Muhammad. Millender checks him, but not very well. Muhammad to the bucket. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Hanging in until the traffic cleared.
Just that little double pump allowed the defender to go by, and he gets it off the glass.
9-point game. Matching Troy's largest lead. Tabe Millender on the perimeter for South Alabama offensively. Jackson Fields comes out, and there's going to be a foul.
Handler like that, and that's where he's called for the foul.
Each team has one foul in the first 4 minutes of half number 2. Howell dribble handoff to Tabe. Again, watch him try to drive. Backdoor bounce cut to Gator. Reverse layup, no good. Rebound fought for. It comes to Howell. Now Armiston inside. Jump hook, too strong. Battle for the rebound. Secured authoritatively by Jackson Fields.
Well, we got ourselves a good physical ball game. These two teams getting after each other in the paint.
Rigsby a triple. Long rebound tap. Tabe's got it for South Alabama. Baseline, Gator will hoist one, too strong. Miles Rigsby does the honors for Troy. They've missed their last 5 shots. They haven't scored in a couple of minutes. Down, secures it on the sidelines and calls timeout. Flat on
calling timeout, so they're just making sure all the perspiration is drying up.
Connerway and Randarius Jones in the game for Troy. Fields has 3 fouls and he sits. 10 to shoot for Eugene. Connerway against the zone, trying to get it to the high post. That's Miles Rigsby in trouble with 4. Lost it in a foul call, really bails him out. Turbo Jones reached. The foul from Turbo Jones with 2 seconds left. Inside of 15 minutes to go. Loads of basketball left. Eugene. Oh, nice pass inside. Randarius Jones. Ball fake and a reverse layup. That's beautifully done.
So nice job. You normally don't want to put it on the floor there, but he did one dribble to clear the defender and laid it on the opposite side.
Millender shaking and baking against Eugene. Kicks it to the baseline, but it's batted out by Rigsby. Troy gets their hands on a lot of basketball.
About that, and that's what he means. You're not going to get a steal every time, but just those deflections and just the way you harass the ball handler wears on the defender.
This is tough on Randarius Jones.
There's
Another deflected pass. Now Millender with 4 versus Eugene. A contested 3. Oh my gosh. Well, tip your hat to Marcus Millender. Man, they call Smurf. He hit a very difficult shot. Troy made it difficult on him, but he hit it. 8-point game, 14 minutes left.
They continue to try to force Troy to the perimeter with this zone. Connerway will take the bait and shoot the 3, and it'll be.
It'll guard the inbounder. Rigsby, a nice catch inside against Howell. Misses inside, got his rebound. Missed that one inside. Long rebound comes to Turbo Jones. Rigsby thought he got fouled. Howell running the court. Misses the dunk, and a foul call will go against Randarius Jones.
Contacted Howell on the way up.
Sang and Marcus Rigsby about to come in for Troy. Howell drops in the first free throw. He's in his Eugene along with Thomas Dowd. Both free throws good for Thomas Howell, a good player out of Natchitoches, Louisiana.
Had a big second half against Troy down in Mobile. He did most of his damage in the second half.
Troy's lead is 6. And he throws it wildly. Just an unforced error. Conaway threw it wide. Alabama to erode a little bit more of that deficit. Ormiston against Theo Sang. Millender fires a 3. Got it. Marcus. Trojans have had some problems with it. 3-point game. Marcus Rigsby. Marcus Conaway shoots over the zone. Front lip, no. Rebound, Millender. Takes down court himself. Feeds it to the right side. Jones turns down a 3. Now to the top left side. Ormiston won't turn down the 3. Rebound comes off of Jones, but he'll save it in bounds. Conaway has just a couple of baskets. Dumps it inside to Jones against Howell. Misses inside. Rebounds and follows. That's Jones's game. Dump offs and offensive rebounds. We're back up by 5. Looking for a backdoor cut. Not there for Judah Brown. Instead, Millender gets a screen from Howell. Troy covers up the pick and roll. Cross court on the wing to Ormiston versus Theo Sang. Lobs it to Brown. Entry pass to Howell inside against Jones. Misses the flip. Comes off of Howell. No! Comes to me. I'm sorry. Amir Mohammed. Victor Valdez in for the Trojans. Catch and shoot. Nope. Tried to step into a 3, and just that step, Jerry.
To get it out of your hand.
Exactly 12 minutes left. Troy by 5. Lob. Nice catch by Valdez. Attacks Howell. Misses in tight.
Troy's gotten some penetration against that zone, but not able to finish at the rim.
Turbo Jones returns, works against Valdez, takes it inside, blocked by Rigsby. 19 to shoot for Jones in South Alabama. They'll run Ormiston off a double screen, and Howell off of a spin, puts the shot up, no good, and a block will be called against the Trojans. He has definitely gotten his steps in today. Howell will shoot 2. Just a good player. He leads them in scoring now. He's got pending another free throw. It's a one-possession game just like that. He's got 13. Game is a 3-point Troy advantage. Theo Sang, Amir Mohammed, Victor Valdez, Jackson Fields.
Troy has not dealt with the zone well. That'll help, though, when you get somebody like Sang to step out and hit a 3.
Sang and Marcus Rigsby on the floor as well for the Trojans. Sang, as we mentioned, has been shooting it a lot better. He is 8 for his last 14. Over 5 games from three-point range. Walls up, forces the miss for Turbo Jones on the layup.
That's an excellent defense there from Sang.
Now Valdez probes inside, leaves it to Jackson Fields, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Howell now, but they don't count it. 21 to shoot. Inside, Jackson Fields has it stripped beautifully by Jones. Ahead, Millender against Marcus Rigsby, and the layup is good. Millender's playing well. He's got 13.
He has given him really good minutes off the bench.
Trojans getting an extended rest for Eugene. Baseline left, Marcus Rigsby sights a triple, no. Rebound, Muhammad tries to save it in to Fields, he does so. Valdez, Sang, yes. We mentioned before Sang's numbers in close are really good. When he's around the bucket, even with contact, he's got a nice feel for the shots.
A good assist by Valdez, had his back to the bucket, but had a good vision of Sang cutting to the rim and got it to him in good shape.
Ormiston backs in, nice left-handed layup for Elijah Ormiston. His first bucket of the second half. He's in double figures, and the game is still at 4 midway through the second half. Muhammad lobs to the baseline left. Nice catch, Marcus Rigsby, who works the baseline. Pass deflected away to Valdez. Valdez finds Muhammad, steps under a ball fake, goes to the basket, has it tipped out, saved by the Trojans. That's a bucket for Muhammad.
Just stayed with it, out of control most of that sequence, but ends up with an easy bucket at the rim.
Muhammad's got 11. Howell has his shot partially deflected, I think, by Sang. Muhammad stands in, layup, yes. Muhammad's caught a little bit of a fire. He's got 13.
Like a guy writing out a map there. He was looking ahead, seeing which way he was going to go, plotted his course before he took off.
Muhammad, 6'1", senior from Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Another miss for the Jaguars. Millender can't handle it in close. Muhammad comes the other way, finds Valdez, works the baseline, steps through. Oh, yeah. A run for the Trojans. Valdez.
The shooter, but you're right. If you do that, they'll let you get away with a lot of contact.
Ormiston crosses into attack court, gives it away to Turbo Jones against Muhammad, who's feeling it here in the second half. Ormiston crosses over Sang, spins, got it.
Well, that young man's had a heck of a ball game.
He averages 6 a ball game. A junior college transfer from Concordia College. Sang, all he thought about it. Instead, Muhammad with 19. Troy up 8. Baseline, Eugene, who's back in. Muhammad, mid-range, baseline, yes.
Passed up the 3. They cut the driving lane off. He settles for the little mid-range jumper.
Isaiah Gator returns for South Alabama. They work it around the arc. Backdoor cut. Gator in the lane. Now Ormiston against Sang, and Fields will block it. They're going to call it a goaltend against Jackson. So count the bucket to Ormiston, who's having himself a night.
Everyone.
Ormiston had 23 against Louisiana earlier. That's his season high. South Alabama will press right here. Trojans no problem with it. Here comes Eugene to Jackson. Fields with some strength. Oh!
Boy, he got it late, but still is able to elevate enough to slam dunk it, and that gets this crowd on their feet.
Back to a 10-point game, a hand on it. Howell rounds it up to Isaiah Gator. One-on-one versus Valdez. Running layup, no. Muhammad crosses midcourt for Troy. Hesitation, dribble. Has it partially blocked. That's good defense by Howell. Jones will slow it up on the arc against Fields. Double team, feeds inside, layup good with a left hand, Tyrell Jones.
How many times have you seen Turbo Jones do that? Push the defender all the way back, do that little jab step, spin move. The momentum of the defender takes them out of the picture, and he gets a layup.
And it doesn't take much momentum. I mean, he was, instead of being on the balls of his feet, he was on his heels, and that's all he needed. Dowd short on the three-pointer. Off a hop, it's taken by the defender, Judah Brown.
Dowd was favoring his knee a little bit. I don't know if he caught a cramp or just took a hard hit on it.
Again, Jones in tight, got the roll there. Another left-handed layup. Getting to the cup. Yeah. 2 straight buckets. A 10-point game is now down to 6.
Turbo Jones trying to take over now. He's feeling it. He's getting into the paint. He's got great touch around the rim, and they're going to stay with this zone. Troy's going to have to keep hitting some threes to put this one away.
Trojans have had some difficulties with the zones, but not lately. Backdoor cut. This is Valdez. Lobbing it back to Muhammad. Long 3. Short. Rebound comes to South Alabama. Gator. Howell. Triple on the way. Got it. Boy, Howell is playing well. He enters. It's a 1-possession game. A moment ago, it was a 10-point lead. A 7-0 run in a minute 12. South has made their last 3 shots, including a couple of triples. Baseline, Eugene. The zone rotates down towards him. That's Ormiston. Muhammad ducks under a ball fake. Big triple. Trojans needed that.
He just cleared, ball fake, cleared everybody. Took a little step to his left, squared those shoulders, and hit a big 3 for Troy.
6-point game. Jones has been able to get to the bucket when he's 1 and 2 lately. Fields guards him. 3-pointer on the way. Short rebound. Sang boxed out Gator very well. 5:15 left. Almost a steal. Jones. Sang gives it away to Muhammad. Eugene wants a screen. Instead, Muhammad feeds Sang versus Ormiston. Little flip, too strong. Offensive rebound. Jackson Fields. Easy follow. The rebounding pays dividends for the Trojans.
Howell rotated over to try to pick up Sang. That left field's totally unguarded on the opposite side of the rim for the rebound.
Now Eugene against Jones, two all-conference performers. Eugene over the screen from Howell, not easy to do. Jones backs in against him, feeds in, layup off the mark, no. Long rebound tap to Ormiston. Near midcourt, 4.5 minutes left. Another shot at it for South Alabama. Gator has it blocked by Fields to Ormiston. Baseline, Turbo Jones. Judah Brown back to Jones, 6 to shoot. Jab steps against Miles Rigsby. Yes, at the horn, tough.
Well, you could see him from our vantage point take a peek at the shot clock. Just a little corner peek. It had 6 seconds on it, and he still maneuvered and got a shot off before the shot clock went down.
Muhammad steps back. Inside of 4 minutes, Eugene. Skip to Sang, baseline triple, short. Rebound comes back to Sang, attacks the bucket, and will go to the free throw line.
That's a good job following.
But the guys that they got know their role. Rigsby, cross, and it's wide of Theo. A Troy turnover when they could not afford one. They have addressed.
Thought he might have been cramping or something. It seemed like his legs were locking a little bit.
Not beyond the realm. 2.5 minutes left. Millender reverses against Conaway. Yes, against a taller defender, Millender.
And Smurf Millender is just a freshman. What kind of career is that young man going to have?
Out of Legacy High School in Houston. 4-point lead for Troy. 2 minutes and change. Conaway playing catch with Sang against that zone, which has
been effective.
It's been good. 10 to shoot for Miles Rigsby. Conaway attacks. Sang a big triple. Front lip, no. Rebound battle. Productive trip, a productive possession.
Yeah, 4-point difference here. They get 20 seconds. They get it inbounds deep.
Rigsby stumbles against the defense of the post in the Sun Belt Conference for a long time and getting some good looks at it. Big free throw there.
Really starting to come into his own. Hard to call him a freshman anymore.
2 big ones. Really, his game has evolved in his freshman year, Jerry, to where at the end of a game, when it's on the line and you need a play, they're looking to Miles Rigsby. Just a freshman.
A lot of talented freshmen on the floor tonight, but Smurf Millender for South Alabama and Miles Rigsby for Troy have really excelled.
Thomas Dowd re-enters, by the way. Out is Sang. Millender against Muhammad. Ormiston jump pass to Jones against Eugene. 12 to shoot, minute and a half to go. A nice catch by Judah Brown. Dumps it down to Howell against Fields, and he throws it off of Fields' hand against the back by 6.
That's why Coach Riley took that timeout.
Millender lobs it deep to the top to Jones against Eugene in the lane. Got it, and he's fouled. A terrible scenario for Troy. Jones has 18, 10 in the second half, make it 11. 3-point lead, a minute 19 to go. All the Troy starters out there on the floor right now, here to try to close this game out against the South Alabama zone. It comes to Rigby inside. He will get blocked by Howell. His first. He had Apple Park just shooting by himself. Unruffled. 2 big ones. Rigsby with a new career high. Miles has got 21. The lead is 5, a minute to go. Millender will get fouled on the drive. Jose Carrion whistle. Was almost in position if he had been able to stay off of him for another dribble. Good free throw from Millender. Second one, no. Rebound to Jackson Fields. Big miss. 4-point game inside of a minute. Fields, now Eugene.
Troy will be content to work the perimeter here a little bit.
Long three. Yes! Muhammad may have salted this one away. Troy by 7. Millender lost it out of bounds off of Muhammad.
That was absolutely.
His old record was 20. He's got 21. That's a new record. He had hit 20 twice. Lob pass goes to Jones against Eugene. Layup, no. Muhammad gets the rebound, and Millender chases after him to foul. And things are looking good. That's from the charity stripe this evening. 7-point lead. And he'll earn a bonus. Ahasi had 23 against the Florida State Seminoles. He's got 23 tonight. 9-point game, 18 seconds to go. Millender on the hustle. Backs it up, head fake in the lane. Triple for Judah Brown. Rolls around and falls for Brown, his second bucket. With 9 seconds to go to get the lead to 6, and there's going to be a foul in the backcourt. Thomas Dowd will have overtime for Troy to dispatch Arkansas State 91-84.
Kind of game that if atmosphere.
Trojan fans will leave with a couple of wins today. Dowd misses the second one short. It's a 7-point game. Millender, Trojans will force him to take some time. Triple for Judah Brown is good at the horn, but it is not enough.